we have to work together. We have to work together across the organization. We have to work differently and dare to work differently with finance department, our digital department, with our operations, and all different departments need to be involved. And we also need our partners, like the IoT solutions I mentioned from Schneider Electric, or that we, when we look at Scope 3 upstream, that's with suppliers of low emission metals, etc. So really, nobody can do this alone. We have to dare to be transparent and trustworthy and find the right partnerships to drive this.
We looked at companies' Scope 1 and 2 emissions. We see a similar trend where we looked at around 30 companies of opening jaws where companies can drive up revenues while cutting emissions at the same time. But what about Scope 3 if we're talking about the complete value chain, which companies say is incredibly challenging? We actually identified a high number of companies which shows a similar type of pattern, that it is possible, it is achievable to at the same time drive up revenues and cut Scope 1 and 2 and 3 emissions. So it's not just individual signs, this is a basic trend, so it's very positive.
Yes, and we are here at COP because the governments are meeting. And the message from the business community is very clear. You know, the transition is unstoppable. The next business sense is good for the economy. It creates jobs. It helps us reduce our import bills as well. It helps us, when well managed, reduce the cost of energy for people. Very good. But let me tell you something. There is $1 trillion that are going to fossil fuel subsidies. It makes no sense. It's inefficient. It doesn't help the poorest. Furthermore, it creates further externalities in the form of air pollution that impacts millions of people around the world, to the point the OECD and other institutions have said that it is 5.5 billion of economic losses. So I think it is a time that business looks at their subsidies and realign those to create the economy of the future, which is going to be electric, which means investing in the grids, investing in storage, reducing the permitting times, you know, making it easy for people and to access the energy of the future, which is clean electricity.
This is a clear evidence that economies can grow whilst reducing emissions. There's a separate debate about whether all material consumption could be reduced, but I think it's really good news, and it's signs of what I'd call a positive tipping point, that we can get into a situation where the engine of growth could actually also be the engine of shutting down greenhouse gas emissions, which we know is crucial. And it absolutely fits with the picture that essentially, as we imagine a clean green future, it has to be an electrified one, and electrifying end uses of energy is way more efficient than burning stuff, which is kind of prehistoric way of living, and increasing efficiency should generally boost productivity. So I think it all fits together in a really encouraging way, and we're not suffering what the economists, they called it Jevons paradox, which is if things got efficient we'd all just consume more, it would obliterate the benefits. Now seeing great rapport, we're seeing, you know, it's true for nations and for companies that you can grow, you can better and reduce emissions faster.